Once upon a time, in a busy little ant colony nestled beneath a big, old oak tree, there was a tiny ant named Azul. Now, Azul wasn't like the other ants. While his friends had dark brown or black exoskeletons, Azul's was a bright, shiny blue. And that made him stand out. The other ants would stare at Azul with big eyes, wondering how an ant could be so blue. Sometimes, they even whispered, "Is he special? Is something different about him?" But Azul didn't mind at all. He had learned that being different was something to be proud of. Even though he sometimes felt alone, he knew deep down that his blue color made him, well, him. One afternoon, just as the ants were gathering food, a big, scary storm rolled in. The wind howled like a wild wolf, and the sky turned dark and stormy. Rain started pouring down, and the old oak tree began to shake. The colony was in danger, and the ants started to panic. Azul's little heart raced. He knew the storm could hurt the colony if it didn't stop soon. The oak tree, their home, might even fall down. But Azul had an idea, one that no one else had thought of. Without waiting for the elders' permission, Azul ran toward the top of the oak tree. He had heard a story about something called the wind's embrace. It was said that if you could connect with the tree, the storm would calm down. Azul felt a special connection to the oak tree, and even though he wasn't sure how it worked, he was ready to give it a try. Azul climbed higher and higher, his tiny legs shaking, but his heart full of courage. Finally, he reached the very top of the tree, where the wind was blowing the hardest. He stood at the edge, closed his eyes, and focused. He could hear the wind and the rain, but he could also feel something inside him, a warmth and a calmness, like the tree was speaking to him. A magical feeling washed over him, and suddenly, the wind started to slow down. The rain became softer. The tree swayed gently, as if it was saying, "Thank you, Azul." The storm had passed. When Azul returned to the colony, drenched but smiling, the other ants looked up in awe. The storm had stopped, and the oak tree stood strong, just as it always had. The elders saw Azul for who he truly was, a brave, special ant who had saved the day. They no longer whispered about his blue color. Now, they admired him.